I'm sorry if my voice kind of sick-ish because I am sick right now. So yeah. Hey, it's Nadja again. Hello, people. So today I'm going to do my February wrap-up. I read a total of 7 books in February, so I'm just going to say that February has been a good reading month for me. But I'm also going to show you my January wrap-up because I read only like 2 books in January, so I'm just going to put that in as well. So let's get started. The first book that I read in January is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I DNF'd that book halfway because I don't know, I'm not in the mood for fantasy at that time, as I was like busy with house chores and all that stuff, so I didn't have time to actually read it and get absorbed into it. The second book that I read in January is The Distance Between Us by Casey West. This book is really good, but it's too cliche for my liking. Like, the poor girl ended up with a rich guy. Yep, that's not going to happen in real life. The next one is Extraordinary Means by Robin Schneider. I managed to read that book for 3 days, I think, because at that time I was taking care of my grandmother in the hospital. So I brought that book to read in the hospital. And how ironic it is reading an illness-themed book in a hospital. Next one is the books that I read in February. The first book that I read in February is On the Fence by Casey West. This book is probably the best book by Casey West that I've read. It makes my heart break in all the feels. It makes me cry. I don't even know why. Oh my god, that book is just perfection. You should try that book. Next one is The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry by Gabrielle Zevin. That book is the most beautiful book ever. It is really a perfect book for book lovers out there like us. You can relate to it so much. You can understand the terms, and it's just so beautiful. If you haven't picked that up right now. Next book that I read in February is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I decided to pick that book up because the movie is coming out and they have dropped the trailer. I read that book like a day before the trailer dropped out, so I was having like not going to watch the trailer as soon as I finished the book, so I managed to finish it in 3 days, I think, and then straight away watched the trailer after I finished the book, which is not a great idea, which makes me like bawl my eyes out more. I was in a sobbing mess. My eyes are like so puffy, and yeah, it's so embarrassing. The next book that I read in February is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. That book also tears me apart. That book is just so good and not good at the same time. I don't even know. But you guys just go pick it up, please, for me. I want to fangirl with you for that book and want to cry together with you. Please. The next book that I read in February is Flowers for Algernon by Daniel. I can't remember what the author name is. I picked this book up for the MYBibliomaniacs February read-along, and they had a live show yesterday, and it was just great discussion. That book is also a really beautiful book. That book is actually an old book. It was published in the 1970s, as Kasha said. It doesn't feel like it, you know. It's really good. You have to read that book. I was heartbroken by the time it finished. It was just so good and beautiful and sad, and oh my god. It's an adult fiction, general fiction, I think. So if you want to try that genre, go for it. That book is really worth it. The next book that I read in February is 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. Picked that book up because everyone had been raving about it to me because it was just so good, and I'm really glad I picked it up. It was just so good. I can't put that into words because it was just so amazing. That book is genius. The concept of the dimensional traveling is genius. Claudia Gray is genius. Thank you so much for making that book. It was just so amazing. The romance in that book is just so heartwarming, and thank you so much for making that book exist in this world. I love you. Right now, I'm currently reading 10,000 Signs Above You. I'm already 80 pages in. I wanted to finish it by the end of February, but I was so busy I can't do it. So let's just see when I can finish it. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, or the day after. But that book is also so amazing, and I've heard so many good things about 10,000 Signs Above You. It's like better than 1,000 Pieces of You. I don't know how can that happen, because 1,000 Pieces of You is already like so good. I rated 1,000 Pieces of You a 5/5 stars, but that doesn't actually portrays my love towards it. So I'm just going to say that I'm going to give that book all the stars in the universe. So yeah, if you guys haven't read that book, you're missing out. You have to read that book and pick it up really soon, because you are never going to regret it. Okay? Yes, that's it for this January plus February wrap up of some sort. Yeah, this is a sudden video. I'm going to class right now, so I guess I'll see you guys later.